All right, guys. So I don't guess that first video turned out that bad. So we'll try a few more. So that was problem number one. This is problem number two off that worksheet. I kind of messed up. Sorry, it's upside. The cotangent one, but this reads, of course, sine of theta plus cotangent of theta times the cosine of theta. So this needs to be completely reduced all the way down. Okay. And like with this one, it's a little bit different. We got something being added right here. So we might have to do a few things different, but we're going to obey all the rules, and it's just going to be all right. Okay, so the first thing I do is I got several different pieces right here. I'm going to try to simplify these things. So for me, I got sine, I got a cosine, but I got that cotangent right there. I'm going to convert that cotangent into terms of sine and cosine. So things we need to remember, cotangent is equal to cosine over sine. Okay, so let me rewrite this real quick, and we'll get sine of theta. That's a theta. It's an awful looking thing. Plus cotangent, like I said, is cosine of theta over the sine of theta. And then that's times the cosine theta. Okay? So we've got that right there. Got that right there. Okay, and so now that I've gotten the like terms, I'm going to multiply that second part. So I'm going to actually multiply cosine of theta over sine theta times cosine theta. Okay? So the first part will not change at all, sine of theta. But now we'll have plus cosine squared of theta. All right? All over sine of theta. Okay? And you may see the way I've written the exponent over here. You notice I don't put it at the very end. And the reason that is, if you put it at the very end, it kind of looks like theta, the angle, is being squared, and that's not true. Okay? It's the trig function itself is being squared. Okay? Cosine, or later other problems, different trig functions. So you write it on the trig function itself to limit the confusion, because it's not the angle being squared, it's the trig function being squared. That's why you write it like that. Okay, so now we've got it right here. Now, things to think about. Okay, things to think about is, what can we do from here? Well, looking at this thing, it'd be nice if we could kind of add these together, right? But we can't. Okay, this is a fraction over here, and we can't add to the other one. Why not? Well, same reason we can't usually add fractions, because they do not have common denominators. Okay, over there we have a sine of theta for the denominator. The other one has 1, so we can't add them together. So let's fix that. So I'm going to hold that sine of theta, my first thing, and I'm going to make its denominator sine of theta. Okay, so of course this is sine of theta over 1, right? And if I want its denominator to be sine of theta, I'm going to multiply by sine. Anything you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top, and that's the exact same rule you pretty much used since you were in 5th grade. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom. It's being a little cramped here. I should have left myself more room. Of sine of theta on top and sine of theta on the bottom. So you got it kind of squished all up over there. But over here, that's what that says. Sine of theta on top, sine theta on bottom. So on top, sine times sine gives me sine squared. On the bottom, sine times 1, this gives me sine. So I'm going to multiply that out real quick. So that gives me sine squared of theta over sine of theta. And then the rest of it, of course, is plus cosine squared of theta over sine theta. All right. So you've got those two separate pieces, and conveniently for us now, hey, they got common denominators, and we can actually add these things together. So I'm going to put them all together, and I'm going to have sine squared plus cosine squared all over sine. And now here's where we've got to recognize something here, guys. Think about that. Look at that for a second. I got sine squared plus cosine squared. And at this point, we are not recognizing this. That is the Pythagorean identity. Sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. Okay? We just got to know that one. That was one of the main things we got to know. So that big old mess reduces to 1. And we're left with 1 over sine of theta. Okay? Cosine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. And then the last thing is, well, 1 over sine, we need to know that equals cosecant, as I almost run out of room on this page. Okay? Makes the final answer of this one from the very beginning all the way down equaling cosecant. Okay? So that's that problem. Said, maybe you didn't know exactly what to do, but it's like, what could you do? It's like, well, I wanted to add them together, so I got common denominators, same way we used to. But that's the answer to that problem, and I'm about to run out of time. All right? See you guys in the next one.